Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I have a 36-inch plastic Emerson, or Emerson Casablanca Designer, as it's actually called, but referred to by collectors lovingly as the plastic Emerson. Um, and this is definitely not the first time you've seen one of these on this channel, and in fact I just filmed one uh, just a few weeks ago, and this one is actually related to that one. It's connected to that one. Um, this one is from the exact same place that one was from. It was a comedy club up in Hanover, PA. Drove down this afternoon, and I saw it was a marketplace listing for 3 other fans, and he said he'd throw in another one for 10 extra bucks. And I was like, yeah, sure. And this was the 4th fan that he threw in. And coincidentally, Donovan, who I got the other one, the brown one from, had mentioned that he had more available. But he didn't mention that he had other, like, fans available. He just said that he had plastic Emersons. There's one more with a broken blade that the seller still has. I don't know if that'll end up being for sale or something, but I don't know who would want that one unless somebody has a spare blade for it or to part it out, if it's in okay shape. But yeah, I got this one with 3 other fans, and I'll get to those definitely in a bit. 2 of them I don't think I'll be able to demonstrate, but one of them I'll definitely get to. But they are definitely more interesting than this one, so to speak. But yeah, this is another one of the, I think there were a total of, let's see, there were the 4 that he got originally, and then there was this one, and then the one with the broken blade. So there were 6 in total. And then I have 2 of those 6. So very cool. Love that love to, well, when the fan has like a nice story behind it, behind its rescue and its origin and everything. I really like that. So this one is kind of unique in that it has a K55B motor, not a KB55, a K55B, which is kind of like a K55, although it has a K63 end bell. I know a lot of later Blender fans used those motors, um, and I think I was aware that these used them, but I definitely never owned one before, so this is my first one with the K55B motor. Um, it's a different model number than the regular K55. I can kind of see uh, through the top plastic vents. The label is on top, which is kind of different. And it also has the traditional K55 stepped flywheel, not the smooth one that the K63 fans had. So it's definitely not a K63. Um, it is not reversible. I did learn that only the KB55 ones I think were reversible, which makes sense because the KB55 one with the wood blades, the brown one that I used to have, that one was reversible. But this one's not reversible. Neither are the other 2 that I have. So I do have another white one, but that one's got a regular K55. That one's also in much worse shape. The nose is a lot more yellowed, and the canopy, for that matter, and the housing's got a huge crack in it. But yeah, this one's in a lot nicer shape. I definitely would hang this one up somewhere. Um, yeah, it's model CF-2036. It's not labeled CF-2036W, which I thought this would be considering it's white, and I thought the W, designated white finish. And 2036, just the regular was the brown. Uh, I don't know, but this one also is in I guess better shape than the other one in that the canopy is not broken, the collar, where the set screw goes in. So that was a nice touch. It does have the original pull chain, which is not an extension, it's all one length with the brass bell at the end. I don't know if you can see that, but there you go. And it does have the nose cap, which is also a very nice addition. Always nice to have. Um, so yeah, there's a bit of weird like yellowing going on like the nose cap. There's like these lines, um, and also a bit on the blades too. I don't know what's going on with that, but definitely not as bad as the other one I have. So with that being said, let's go ahead and start the fan up on high. And like all 36-inch plastic Emersons. It's a 2-speed. And right away you'll notice the bearings are a little noisy. They're not making the grinding dry bearing noise. I think the camera just fell a little bit. Let's fix that. There we go. Yeah, definitely not as bad as like the dry grinding bearing noise, so I don't know, I might just leave it alone, honestly. It's really not that bad. But the other one, the brown one, has better bearings. And I did have to balance it a little bit. It's still got a little bit of wobble, but it's definitely nothing I'm too concerned with, although it's enough to make the pull chain swing around in a big circle like that. And as for airflow, I mean, it's pretty good. I have to say, I think the other one, the brown one with the K55, is a little bit more powerful. I think that one also goes a bit faster. So, not as impressed by the K55B, but still definitely a very good quality fan, good quality motor. So, because between the bearings and, yeah, although that might just be this fan, characteristic of this particular one. Turn it down to low, which on these is more of a medium, but of course they're only 2-speed. Other than the bearings, it's quiet. There's no motor hum or anything. So I'm impressed in that category. So yeah, it's a pretty nice medium-ish speed for low speed. And of course, put it on a speed control and it'll go a lot slower. But yeah, so let's turn it back up to high. It has a cool like wind-up sound it had there for a minute. The wobble was worse on low. But anyway, spin it down. See how good those bearings really are. I don't know when these would have been last used, considering they're like doing some sort of remodeling or something to the comedy club. Like I was only in the lobby, but I think the power was off. And they were like pulling all sorts of stuff out, so who knows, maybe they'll find more fans hiding away. Okay, well, despite the bearings being pretty noisy. They seem to be in good shape mechanically, so I don't know, maybe I'll see if I can't give them some oil and that might quiet them down a bit. But that'll be a project for another day. So now, since there's no reverse function, I guess I can show you guys the fan up close. So here we have, here's that really odd yellowing that I was talking about on the nose cap. See, there's like these lines here. Don't know what the cause of that is. Sometimes they get like unevenly yellowed, like if the sun is beating down on them from like a window or something in one direction. That's what happened to the canopy of my other one. One side is super yellowed and the other is okay. Yeah, this one's in pretty nice shape, honestly. Blades are a little yellowed, but I think I still need to clean them a bit. That might get some of the grime out of the fake wood grain. And then flywheel, stepped flywheel, and then the KB or K55B motor you can see. Let's see. It has the end bell of the K63 with those vents there, just like, let's see, like a K63 blender fan would. I don't know if you can't really see the vents, but they're there. It's just a little dark. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, and then like I said, this one's not reversible, where the reverse switch would be in one of these little vents. Here's your plastic canopy. Still in good shape, not broken in any way. And then on top of the motor, you've got the informations, which is right here. And on this one, I always mention how some of them have the informations molded into the plastic when most have it on like a sticker, a printed sticker. This one actually does have it molded into the plastic of the housing, which is interesting. So I guess they just varied them. Oh, and I was wrong. It is CF-2036W-2. So I guess I just didn't read that earlier. But I can hopefully get a good view of this. It's harder to see in the camera. Oh, this is rough. Sorry about this, folks. Let's see if I zoom in. Okay, you can kind of see it. Emerson Electric Company. There's the Emerson logo right there. CF-2036W-2. Yep, and then on top the motor you got these vents here, and then you probably can't really see it that well, but over here it'll be easier. Oh, there, you can see it in there. There's the label on the top of the motor that I was mentioning, and it says part number, and then it's like 3800 something something. So it's not KB55 or K55 or anything like that. Just whacked the camera, sorry about that. So that just about does it for this video. That is the 36-inch plastic Emerson Casablanca Designer. Thank you guys for watching as always, and I'll see you in the next video.